Hey ladies, happy Saturday. I'm coming to you with a BeeBeeCrafts reveal, and if you stay tuned and about that fast, you'll see the project and we'll do it together. All right, so let's get started. You'll see it's only a few things. I didn't go ham, and believe it or not, this was my budget. Okay, so these are the buttons I ordered. Okay, and there is, so this one that has, I think there's 400 of these. I could be mixing them up. It's hard to tell in the thingy that she sent me, but there is a lot of them, and I will have the links below to each thing that I show you. So there are a couple projects I want to do with these, so you stay tuned for that. And I love the colors. And then I got these buttons right here where there's like a butt ton of these, and it's the same color palette, but they're the round ones. And if you stay tuned, I will show you what I didn't really expect it, guys. When I seen this, I didn't realize it was going to be like 1,000 of them in here. That was crazy. Now I know why I went through my budget real quick. So those are the two sets of buttons. And then I also got these. And these are what you're going to see I'm going to use very shortly. Here we go. So let's put them up close so you can see these. I believe these are a 5mm bead. 5 or a 4, so they're not really big, they're pretty small, and I wanted them this size for the project you're going to see. So I just wanted to show you those. I will have the link to this, and I love that it comes with these already organized. I mean, BeeBeeCraft's known for doing that, but you'll see it's not a thin like one. You get a lot of these in here, and I loved the color palette. Okay, so this is it, guys. That was a quick reveal. So in a blink of an eye, you will see me. I will merge the project and the tutorial, and we'll do it together. All right, guys, see you in a second. Hey guys, okay, so I'm coming to you now with the project. So I want to show you quickly, this is what I was inspired by, okay? I had purchased these last year at Michael's, okay? So I love these. I wear these all the time. I love it. So it says dream big. It says queen, but then the charm is of a bee. So it's queen bee. Then it says be kind. And then it said, and there's a B for be happy, and then hope. So they're all multicolored. I absolutely love all of these. They're all glass beads. And I love these. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and reinvent the wheel. So first, let me show you this right here is, I got these in my last guest design team kit. So I will have these linked below because I did use a lot of these little spacer beads. And just like I showed previously, I used all of these beads. There are so many in here. This is such a great value, and I loved all the colors. So you'll see right here, we're gonna do this together. It's not a tutorial, guys. There's a ton of these stretchy bracelets out, but the only thing I'm doing is I'm creating a word stack. So these are the ones I already made, and I'm going to add that to my stack. And what I did is I picked words that were about me. Okay. So for instance, I did one that says crafty, and I just hung a little charm, and these are all of the beads from there. Okay. So that's one. Then I did another one that says boy mom, and I hung a little charm because I have 3 grown adult boys. So I did that one. I put this one right here, loving. I am the type of person that when I love fiercely, you know. I give it all, you know, so that's one. I am from New York, so I did a bracelet for New York, and I absolutely loved it. I am an extrovert, so I'm very bubbly, silly. And how you guys see me or hear me on here is exactly how I am in person. It's no different. I just hung a couple charms and put on here. Then right here, I have fierce because I am very fierce with my friends. In other words, I protect my friends that I love. And I don't tolerate anything from anybody. And I am a huge mama bear, like times a million. My boys are my everything. So nothing or nobody crosses that line. So that there will describe me. So I add that on there. And there's many one words that you can pick to describe yourself, right? And so I was like, this will be a fun stack. So let's go ahead and we're going to do this one together. Let me go ahead and sit down. And you guys hear the fan, guys? Sorry. It's toasty in California. So Yeah, so I was like, you know what, this is cool. And there's like, you know how like on Facebook you get a lot of these little ads showing different jewelry that people are selling, different shops and like that. And there's one that's on there, and this is their little business, is they sell a lot of these, and I believe they use Swarovski crystals, and they do these type of words, and then different sentiments. I am strong. I was gonna do that one too, but my beads that I have right here, look at the difference. I couldn't in the size. So you see how much bigger these ones are in comparison to these. Now, if I can find these smaller, then I could put bigger sentiments. But because these ones are bigger, it would take up like half the bracelet, because I tried that already, believe me. And also too, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about this. These right here are not from BeeBeeCraft. These are from my own stash. And if you see, I purchased these on Ali, but I purchased them by each letter. So there's 100 of these in each one. So I bought all the letters of the alphabet, and they were $1. And they come all with the separate letters. You know, I didn't, because I don't like buying them. See, like, I don't like buying them with the whole alpha, because you're not going to get enough letters that you need. So I just went ham, and yes, I spent $26 and bought all of these. And I've had those for a while with this intention. So I was like, yes, this is cool. So I do not know if BeeBeeCraft has this type of option. I do know they have beads, but I don't believe she has these to where they're individual like this. That's definitely on Ali. So and all you have to do is put plastic letter beads, and they'll pop up. So it's really not hard to put in your search and then write that in there, and then they'll all pop up. And then there's a lot of stores that sell them individually like that. It's not one specific store. I did get these last year, but I still see them on there. And they're just perfect for things like this, or if you wanted to just do one word or something like that. But I love stacks. That's my jam. I like wearing a bunch of them. And as soon as I finish this one, I'm going to show you how they look all on together. And I do like the mixed colors, you know, because it's just, you know, my personality. I love a lot of different things. I don't like to stick to just one color, or, you know, we all have our favorites. You see, there's no yellow. So I was like, but that's not what's in this container. So I wanted to stick with what was in here. And, but I love all the colors in here too. So yeah. So we're going to go ahead and create this last one. This will make 6. That'll be 6 total. And you don't have to do this many, guys. I'm just extra, and I like to have a lot of them on. So, oh geez, Louise, did I mix up the color? Okay, no, I didn't. See, I have to check, because I can't tell you how many times I do this and I miss a color, and then I've already finished the project. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Every single time. Now you know better. So yeah, and just so you guys know, this is the stretchy string I use. It's a 0.5 millimeter. So this is the skinnier one. This is the one I use when I do the stretchy rings that I've showed you guys, the stack stretchy rings. I use this size, 0.5. I use a 0.1 for all my other stretchy bracelets, because the beads are bigger, heavier, so the string is thicker. You don't want to use thin on heavy beads. So these right here are super, super lightweight. These are plastic, and then these are glass beads, but they're super little, and they're very light. So you can use the smaller string. I wouldn't suggest using the heavier one, the bigger one, for these kind of bracelets. So just so I can let you know, and I did get that from Michael's. Okay, let's see. And this is what I do, guys. So like, I'll look at it right here, and I'm like, okay, and I'll hold it down right here with one hand, and then I'll put it on. I'm like, okay, does it fit right? Maybe I should add a couple more. So let's go ahead and add a couple more, just 2 more, because I don't want them to be too loose or too tight. Okay, so we're gonna put 1 on each side, and then we're gonna tie this off. I am not going to use a crimp bead cover for these, because when they're this skinny, it doesn't matter, guys, if you see the knot. So when I tie it, I do the 1 time, and then I do a surgical knot, which is one time through, one more time, tie it really tight, one more time, surgical knot, 1, 2, and then tie it. Okay, so when you see it, it's such a little knot, guys, so it doesn't matter. If you really don't want to see it at all, then you can use the crimp bead covers that I use to cover the knots, but I use that on the 0.1 millimeter because the knots are thick. This is so skinny, it's not a big deal. And you can see them on these bracelets too. You just have to look for it. And then when I do the top ones, then I go under the bracelet and I do one more surgical knot because I'm not going to add adhesive to this. Okay, so you want to make sure that the knots are pretty good. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and, oops, sorry guys, we're going to add the little charm. I just like to add a little something something. Where is it? Okay, and we're just going to add this on right here. Doesn't matter where. Just make sure it's snug because this stretchy string is super skinny, so you want to make sure that when you close off your jump ring, which is a 6 millimeter jump ring I use, make sure it's metal to metal, no gap, or else it'll slide right through the skinny stretchy string. Okay, see how fast and easy that was? So for instance, we will go ahead and, okay, so let's do this. We have Fierce, Boy Mom, Loving, New York, Extrovert, Crafty. See how fun these are? When you can just make a bunch of these just with your personality, things that you like, things are about you. You know, I was gonna, you know, I could do compassion. I was gonna use that one because I'm a super compassionate type of person. And but there's so many letters that it was like literally from here to here. That was all letters. So I was like, okay, that's too big. So this right here, and then you just add one little charm and you wear a bunch of stacks. It looks so stinking cute, guys. Look at how fun that is. And you personalize them. If you wanted to make it for somebody else, you pick the words that best describes them. I was gonna do Costa Rican because I'm Costa Rican, but that also has a lot of letters. So it would take half my wrist, and I have a super tiny wrist. So I had to keep that in mind. But if you don't mind that, then absolutely have at it, okay? So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you this. This is my first little guest design team project for BeeBeeCrafts. So I will have the link below for these Mama Jammas, and also too for these guys right here. And if I find anything to replace, like if I end up, I didn't see any of these individual, but if I do, I will link that below. And that's it. I really didn't use a lot on these. And these charms right here, guys, I've had these for years and years. And so I just pulled them out of my little stash of charms. So that's pretty much it. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. You give it a try. This is easy peasy. All right. So I'll see you later. Bye, guys.